Kay. Welcome to my channel. Keep watching. Y'all, I am this close to committing murder. This close. I am so upset. Like, I'm just so close to committing murder. I haven't slept in 72 hours. Maybe 72 hours. I went to work on Friday and I slept until 4 on Saturday. Got up, went to work, did not sleep on Sunday at all. I had like a 3-hour nap, I think. And then I woke up at 4 p.m. And I went and took a nap around 12. So 4-hour nap. I had a 4-hour nap, and then I woke up and I stayed awake all night and I couldn't sleep. And I just put my son on the bus, and it is now 7 a.m. So yeah, I haven't slept but 4 hours in the past 2 days. Yeah, it's a good life I'm living. On top of that, I'm not able to properly wash my hair as of right now because my shower is busted. I don't have a curtain rod or curtain for the other shower because I'm broke and I can't afford it. So that's also going for me too. You know, I was just checking to see if that was still on. You know, I really want to commit murder right now. But for right now, I'm going to go wash my face, and you guys are going to watch me fold some clothes and clean up a little bit. Oh, wait. And also, we're going to be heading to the store because I need to get Logan a new binder because his is too small for all the things he needs. And I'm going to get cookie dough because I want to make chocolate chip cookies. And yeah, I'm too lazy to make it myself. No, never mind. I'm going to make it myself. Bye. Hey everybody, it's Kay. I just wanted to pop in really quick before the video kind of really started just to apologize for the lack of variety in the video this week. As I explain later on in the video, my son got sick on Tuesday very early in the week, and then I got sick on Friday. So it just happened at a very inopportune time, and there was really nothing I could have done to prevent it. But I still want to apologize again anyways, just because I feel bad for not giving you the best content that I could possibly give you. But you know, I'm feeling better now, and hopefully this coming week's video will be better than this one. That's all for now. Talk to you later. Bye! At all. And that's mostly on my part. Well, not really. It's not my fault. Definitely not my fault. My son got sick and in extended definitely not anybody's fault. Things happen. I just wasn't fit. Like, I had to take care of him. Couldn't really film through that time. Then I got sick, and I just did not feel like filming at all. I'm still sick, so instead of not delivering and not giving a video to you guys, I'm still going to get that video out. Today you're just gonna watch me make some soup. That's it. This is a really good soup in my opinion. This is something that my grandfather would make for me when I was feeling sick. In honesty, is a very, very simple soup. But I love it all the same. It's just, it brings feelings of comfort and home. And you're just gonna watch how I do it. And every so often, I'll pop in to give instructions or you can go voiceover. Yeah, so let's get to it. Hey there everybody, it's Kay coming in with the voiceover. Alright, so like I said earlier, well just a minute before, I will talk you through how to make this soup. Like I said, this is a recipe that my grandfather makes for me. He makes me a lot of food. He's a very caring person, and this was the soup he would make for me when I was feeling sick or feeling down. And sometimes I would request it from him, so on and so forth. Alright, so the first thing you want to do before you do anything is put your broth on to start boiling. Or if you're like me and you have to be very extra, make the broth from scratch with chicken. If you are not like me and you don't want to waste, if you don't want to take, a couple hours to make that broth from scratch, you can just get chicken broth or chicken bone broth from the store. While that broth is bubbling away, you're going to want to take and peel and cut up however many potatoes you want. I used 2. You can use 3, or if you're making a lot, like 5, 6, so on and so forth. Cut up as many potatoes as is, equal to however many people you're feeding. After you cut up the potato, cut up an onion, half an onion. Like I said, it's comparative to how many people you're feeding. And after you go ahead and do that, what you should do before you even boil the broth, because I did do it a little backwards, is you should saute the onions in a little bit of oil first and caramelize the onions before you put the water and the broth in to boil. That just adds an extra level of flavor, and it's just really good all around. Yeah, I forgot to do that in this one, which is obviously my fault. But it happened. The soup still came out delicious. I'm okay with it. Another thing you can do to add more flavor to your broth is use chicken bouillon. I love chicken bouillon, and I love using it to cook with. It just adds extra dimensions of flavor to whatever dish you're cooking. For my seasonings, I did use equal amounts of regular salt and equal amounts of seasoned salt. Lori's seasoned salt. If you don't know what that is, it is the best thing to hit the stores and slice bread. If you don't have it, go get it. I promise you, it's delicious. I also used onion powder, pepper. I used some rosemary and a tiny bit of thyme. Spelled T-H-Y-M-E, not T-I-M-E. Thyme. I would be careful when using the thyme though, because if you add too much, it just makes a really weird flavor profile. So just word of caution, be cautious. Alright, so once the broth, starts boiling after that point, and you take out the chicken and you shred the chicken and add it back in, you can go ahead and add the potatoes in to boil. And you go ahead and just let those boil, and during this period, you just have to wait, honestly. There is no hurrying up potatoes cooking all the way through. You just gotta let it do what it needs to do. So once you go ahead and check your potatoes and you check to see how cooked they are and if they are sufficiently cooked, you can go ahead and make the dough for your dumplings. It does not matter what dough you use. You can use any old dough, but I will link the recipe that I used in the description. I found mine via Pinterest, and the one I found worked pretty well. I like it. I like how chewy the dumplings are, and I like how soft they are. After you add in the dumplings and they start cooking a little, make sure they're like firm before you add the noodles in, but go ahead and add in the noodles to cook, and then you just put the pot on to cook for however long the noodles need to cook for. The dumplings will be cooked all the way through by the time you're done, and so will the noodles. It doesn't matter what type of noodles you use, although do not be a heathen and use, spaghetti noodles. My personal recommendation would be to use wide egg noodles. Like, just try to find something as close to wide egg noodles as you possibly can. They just work, I think, the best with this type of soup. If you guys would like a more detailed recipe, please just message me or comment on my post. I will post it on either Instagram or Twitter, but I'll post it and I will link it to you guys in the community tab, or I'll just post it in the community tab. Either or, just let me know if you want a more detailed recipe. But that's all for now. I will see you guys later. Bye!